Hey, what's
I can't help it.
Hey, what is up, guys? It's Fabulous Marvelous Bros, FMB here. We have our Squadcast members, Austin Gamerman, Metroic Heroic YT, and we got Matthew 6262. And today,
Hey guys.
this is the first ever episode of the Squadcast Podcast, and we are going to be talking about the Stop Killing Games initiative.
I'm a fish.
Okay, so the Stop Killing Games initiative, what is it about, Austin? Can you give us a debrief of what it's about?
Yeah.
What is the Stop Killing Games initiative? Can you give us a debrief
It's
about what it's about?
well, it's about the fact that game companies keep trying to shut down their games and not have a playable state so people can play them offline or with their own servers.
So, in the stance of all this, Ubisoft is involved in something like this. Is that correct?
Well, the crew won. They shut down the service and told everybody to buy the crew too.
That seems like a Ubisoft thing. It really does.
Yes, EA, the top companies. You know what's
Oh.
funny? If you go to there's a lobbyist group that lobbies for game companies in America. Like in everywhere. So basically, they're like, oh, they just want us to. They try to make it seem like it's a bad thing, but like make it seem like it's a good thing that they do that. If you have to see the tweet,
Where's the tweet at?
let me go find it.
I mean, the thing is though,
Uh,
like, how is it a good thing when literally you're making it? So you can't let anyone have a chance to play the game. And not only that, I mean, you've already bought the game and you're making it seem like it's not okay. Like trying to shut it down, what's the whole purpose of it? I mean, you shut down
Yeah,
the
Video
game.
Games Europe tweeted something. Look, you'll see what they said. Let me find the tweet. Here, you want to see the statement that they put out that
What?
has they basically tried to make it seem like, oh, that's not what you're trying to do, but actually it's like, you read it?
Where's it at?
Let me send it. Okay, that's the statement. You see what they said? The private servers are not always a viable alternative option for players as a protection we put in place to secure player data, remove illegal content, combat unsafe community content. What's this? What's this right here? Combat unsafe community content. And how would it leave rights holders liable though?
Yeah, that doesn't really make much sense in
How would it
terms of
leave
it.
them liable? It doesn't make sense. If they're not like running the game anymore, how would it leave them liable?
Yeah, I don't understand how they're liable for they shouldn't be at all. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Cause
why would the rights holders be liable?
yeah,
They don't even get liable for like Rockstar when they allowed people to have GTRP. Are
yeah,
they liable because of GTRP? No.
no, they're not.
Since April of 2024, we have taken various actions on the issue of challenging of legally of publishers destroying video games they have already sold. Aside from proposing new law, most legal action revolved around complaints submitted on the game The Crew, published by Ubisoft, as it was an ideal candidate to test legally of the business practice. Below is a summary of all activities we have conducted that have either concluded or are now by underway.
Look at the board of directors on Video Games Europe. You know how many big names are in that? You look at it.
Yeah, those are
Nintendo of
big
Europe,
names.
Sony Interactive, Take-Two, Ubisoft, Bandai Namco, Square Enix. Then we got Roblox, Epic Games, Electronic Arts, Activision.
We got like Square
Warner
Enix
Bros.
in
Games.
here and
They
Ben
got the chair. The chair of it is
Namco.
Warner Bros. Game person.
Yeah,
Kind of weird. It's a
yeah,
lobbyist group, by the way.
yeah.
What, so are they just like a game chain?
No, Video Games Europe is a lobbyist group.
Yeah.
So they might be tied together in some way.
Not Stop Killing Games. Stop Killing Games was made separate. Stop Killing Games is a separate thing because what happened was Ubisoft closed down the crew, but Video Games Europe is a lobbyist group to like lobby stuff. So like bad business practice, they lobby for that so they can push bad business in
Jeez,
Europe.
that sounds
Or do you
like
think their own if you're a lobbyist group, you have you want to push something.
yeah.
That's like every lobbyist group.
Sounds about right.
Hmm.
And they sound like really big names in the lobbyist group, and they seem to half of them don't even seem to know what they're doing in terms of everything.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense why a lobbyist group would have big game studios a part of it. Huh?
Yeah,
Kind of suspicious.
doesn't add up. And this is a thing right here. You know, where it says the consumer movement, it tells you about it right here. You know, is the consumer movement started to challenge the legality of publishers destroying video games they have sold to customers. An increasing number of video games sold effectively as goods with no stated expiration date, but designed to be completely unplayable as soon as support from the publisher ends. And
How come there's so
we've already explained what that is. You know, when you know it's a live service game and you've already bought the game, they end the service and they make it unplayable. And this is why the
Oh,
Stop Killing Games
oh,
initiative happened. And it says over the past year, it says they have successfully escalated complaints on the problem to consumer agencies in France, Germany, and Australia and have brought forth petitions for new law on this problem to various countries. A list of the actions taken to date can be viewed here. As of 2025, most consumer action on this matter has concluded, and we are waiting decisions on it from several governments. However, there are a few remaining avenues left where people can participate if they are eligible.
how come they're canceling the shooting game?
Well, mainly they're canceling games that are mostly they're canceling them to not be playable anymore, basically. You know,
Yeah,
and
for the
then,
Oh,
servers to go out.
and they're making it so the servers go out.
All this is asked is for them to leave it in a playable state. Like that's it.
Yeah,
well, it just sounds like they're just getting rid of people's games that they enjoy playing.
sounds about right. Yeah, they don't really seem like they really care for their consumers that much that play their games and so on. And
Yeah.
if they really care about the consumers, they would leave the games and servers up and running and not let them die. Really, that's why the Stop Killing Games initiative really was a thing. It's making it so that companies don't have bad business practice by doing this again, and this is why all these people have been signing it. I mean, as I go
Yeah.
back to the thing, it says European Citizens Initiative says powerful option disposal, but requires a massive number of signatures. And I think there's about like, I have
One
this,
million 400 something.
yeah, there's
Oh,
like about 1.4 million signatures on it already, and then that's more than it's ever had before. And
That is absolutely crazy.
if this gets like more signatures than it already has before this new law can be passed, I would say for sure, because there's a
but
lot of
more like
cities.
it's gonna be put into talks to be a new
Yeah,
law.
yeah, well, yeah, of course, because they've had so many signatures.
If you have 1 million people signing it, it's probably something serious.
Yeah, well, if you have even more than that, then it's probably way more serious if you think about it.
Mhm.
I mean, it tells you guys if right here, if you want to sign the petition, if you live in the UK or out of the United States, it tells you UK citizens and residents can sign a petition here, where it passes 100,000 signatures. New law will be considered to be brought before Parliament for debate to prohibit publishers from destroying video games that customers have already paid for. So yeah, it says sign the UK petition, and you got it right here,
Mhm.
and it tells you if you own a copy of the crew game. If you are French in any capacity, please consider following the guide and information. It tells you that. But all other options we found are either exhausted or already underway. It was worth stating that if there is success on this issue in a major country, customers will likely benefit from the changes globally due to market forces. While it can be frustrating to be unable to act in other countries, the most effective action to take is to spread the word on these initiatives to those who are eligible to sign. So yeah, if you want to, stop companies from killing the games, then start signing those petitions because they're still going on. I mean, we could use more signatures. We got like 1.4 million, and it's helping. It's helping us as consumers find a way for us to be able to have justice on what's going on with the game servers and everything, and to be able to play the game without any interruptions or anything like that.
Best part about the EU, it's a big mass, so it will change the gaming space.
Well, yeah, yeah, it's a mass population. It will definitely change it
Hmm.
for sure because we've already have 1.4 million signatures, which is something new in history because this could change the way games are being treated nowadays. This could change everything about it if more people sign the petition to stop them from killing games. And I'm gonna say this. I'm hoping that gets into talks, with into being a law or something. I'm hoping so
Yeah,
because of course I want to still keep playing a game and not be thinking, oh, the game is unplayable because the servers are down. It reminds me of an example. I'd have to say Call of Duty World War II is an example because again, you have the servers down. I mean, it's an understandable reason because the game is dead, but
hmm,
somehow hackers are able to still hack into your games or your computers and somehow able to find out something,
yeah,
which I don't understand that. I mean, if you want to keep the game alive and whatnot and, put it on Game Pass, then prevent hackers from hacking into the servers and hacking into other people's computers.
yeah.
I mean, it makes person that's putting it on Game Pass, company like Xbox, and making them look bad by putting it on there and making it so us consumers cannot play the game.
Hmm.
And again, I will admit, it's not like anyone really does play the game. It's an old Call of Duty game. Most of the people just play like Call of Duty Black Ops 6 or any of the other games. But if I was to per se play in a game server, I would not want to be hacked or anything. I don't stand out for that. I mean, I can understand Xbox shutting down the servers or some of their 360 games on the Xbox, which is understandable because they're old. Not a lot of people play them anymore. That's why the servers shut down for half of those games. Ubisoft, has a history of trying to shut down things, but yeah, that's just ridiculous. But other than that, would I still support the company per se that has shut down the online game servers and made it so you can't own the game or you can't play the game? Well, obviously not, because I want to be able to play the game. So I'd be 100% with the consumers on the side here because it feels wrong to sell a game that you've had on the market for a long time to just all of a sudden shut the servers down because oh no, we got to do it. It's not a good marketing decision. It's a bad marketing decision, and it makes you look like a bad company if you do that.
Wait, what'd you say about Ubisoft?
I was saying it was something about their game or something.
Uh,
I strongly don't really support Ubisoft anymore in terms of how they run things and so on and so forth. I mean, they have really good games. It's just they're not really good to their consumers as well as, EA per se. EA is kind of giving back because of Battlefield 6. So there may still be a chance for them.
still have a history of making bad games.
Yeah, they do. I mean, didn't they make a really bad Star Wars game that ended up not, doing really good in the market?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, figures. They had a really bad track record of making games that apparently are run down and aren't being really worked on that great in terms of everything. They've kind of just never really cared for the consumers when that game even came out.
Ubisoft is known for that.
Well, yeah, they're very well known for that. Yeah, of course they are because they're not gonna admit that they care about their consumers because you know, and again, it's obvious because the Star Wars game, and then the server shutting down because oh no, we decided we wanted to do that. Like it's bad business practice, and it's bad for the company and
Their
things
stock
that.
has went down.
Well, yeah, it's went down tremendously over the backlash of shutting down the game servers and their bad history of making games that aren't that good. And EA, they've kind of, how do I put it? They've kind of haven't really had much of a good track record, but they're trying to get back into the gaming industry with Battlefield 6. I'm hoping that it's not going to be a downfall because 2042 was a huge downfall for the company. It wasn't that good in terms of
Yeah.
everything, and it wasn't as good as what the trailers were making it. But let's hope this isn't another 2042 and that it's just, oh, the game's going to be good, and then, when you play it, it's not going to be good. But anyways, what did you think of the beta for it?
I thought it was decent.
Like, there was no issues with the beta, and the gameplay was good. The
Yeah.
guns were good.
Yeah, they were good.
Thank y'all for watching the Squadcast Podcast. If you guys want to see part two of this discussion, we'll do it next time.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello.
It is Fabulous Marvelous Bros FMB, and this is I'll kick your ass.